What's going on, everybody? Techricity here, and I was one of the lucky few to get my hands on the Lenovo A7000, which Lenovo is calling their mass flagship because it costs only 9,000 rupees, and for that price it's pretty darn good. So this phone isn't the thinnest phone in the world, it's 8mm thick, and that's because it has a pretty big battery in it, so I'm not really complaining. The back is completely made of a plastic, kind of like a soft touch material, but isn't really soft touch. Anyway, the bezel is a glossy plastic, as you can see right now, and this candy bar shaped design is well rounded, so it does not dig into your hand while holding the phone. The right side of the phone is completely bare, as you can see on the screen. The back sports a camera and a speaker. The bottom hosts nothing but a small microphone. The left hand side has your volume rocker and power button, whereas the top houses your headphone jack and micro USB port. Speaking of the back, do you see that little speaker on the top right over there? It's a really good speaker, but Lenovo doesn't really want you to use it. Why? Because this is the world's first phone that has Dolby Atmos built into it. A lot of you might not know what that is, but have probably heard it before when you're watching a film in a movie theater. So basically what it is that when you're in a movie theater, you hear the sound moving from left to right, and you hear the speakers on top of you, and it makes you feel like you're in the center of the sound. So when you use headphones with this phone, it creates the exact same kind of effect, and it works really well. And that makes this phone an awesome multimedia machine. Now, for a good multimedia device along with good audio, you're going to want a good screen, and this phone doesn't really disappoint. It's a good screen, not a great screen, not the best screen, but a good screen. It's 720p IPS, it's 5.5 inches, and has 267 pixels per inch, so that's pretty good. And good applies to everything about the display. The viewing angles are good, the color reproduction is good, but nothing's great. So this is an 8-megapixel camera with a Sony IMX219 sensor, and I didn't really get enough time with it, but from what I've seen so far, it's a decent camera. Color reproduction is good, it's clear, and it focuses pretty fast. Obviously, you're not going to get the best camera, but you know, for what you're paying, it's a pretty decent camera, and I'm pretty sure you can get some pretty good pictures with the right amount of light. Coming to an important aspect of many budget-oriented smartphones, performance. So this phone is no slouch. It has a MediaTek 6752 octa-core 1.5 GHz processor and a Mali T760 MP2 graphics processing unit, along with 2 GB of RAM. So this phone is absolutely no slouch in the hardware department. Moving on to software, as you can see on your screen right now, this phone is running Android 5.0 Lollipop, albeit with a custom skin on top, which is called Vibe UI, built by Lenovo itself, and you'll also find a bunch of Lenovo's home-cooked apps like Share It and things like that. And if you were wondering, yes, this is one of those app drawerless UIs, you know what I'm talking about, and unlike most of those app drawerless UIs, it doesn't really hold the phone back, it doesn't hold the hardware back, so if you're doing general things like web browsing or checking your email, just general scrolling through stuff, do not expect to find any lag, or do not expect this phone to stutter. So that's it, guys. That's my time. Those were my impressions of the Lenovo A7000. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, comment down below. I will try my best to get back to you. If you want to follow me on social media, I do encourage that. The links will be down below. But above all, do not forget to subscribe. I really appreciate it. And until next time, this is Techricity signing out. Peace. Have a great day.